USS Barb's deadly dance in the Caroline Islands, 1945 color footage. Welcome to an extraordinary dive into history. Today we're stepping back into the ferocious heart of World War II, aboard one of the most legendary submarines to ever prowl the Pacific, the USS Barb. This color footage from 1945 will take you into the midst of naval warfare, where every decision could mean the difference between life and death. We'll follow the Barb on one of its most daring missions near the Caroline Islands, as its crew carries out relentless attacks on enemy vessels. Strap in, because this is going to be an intense ride. Our journey begins with a view through the periscope, scanning the northeast shore of Babelthwap in the Palau Island group. Palm trees line the sandy coast, swaying gently in the wind. The stillness of the scene is almost deceptive, as the Barb's crew knows all too well that danger could be lurking just below the surface or on the horizon. In the distance, a Japanese freighter is spotted, its silhouette barely visible against the blue expanse of the ocean. The crew springs into action, their training kicking in as they prepare the submarine for attack. The tension in the control room is palpable. Every man knows his role and performs it with practiced precision. The Barb maneuvers into position, the crew locking their sights on the target. Suddenly, the silence is broken by the sound of a torpedo being launched. Time seems to slow as the deadly projectile slices through the water toward its target. A moment later, boom! The explosion tears through the enemy ship, sending flames and smoke billowing into the sky. The freighter, now ablaze, begins to list and sink, swallowed by the unforgiving ocean. But there's no time to celebrate. The Barb's crew knows that they must stay vigilant. There could be more enemy ships nearby. They scan the horizon, searching for the telltale signs of another target. It doesn't take long before they spot another vessel. The orders are given, and another torpedo is fired. The crew watches as the torpedo makes contact, and once again the ocean is rocked by a powerful explosion. The ship is hit hard, and within moments it too begins its descent to the ocean floor. The Barb continues its deadly dance, moving from one target to the next with ruthless efficiency. Above sea level, the deck gun is brought into action. Sailors scramble to their positions, loading and firing the weapon with precision. The sound of gunfire echoes across the water as the Barb strikes yet another blow against the enemy. As the submarine navigates closer to the coast, the periscope reveals more of the island of Palau. The lush green foliage and thatched huts are a stark contrast to the violence unfolding just offshore. The Barb slices through the waves, its conning tower rising above the water, the American flag fluttering proudly in the wind. Inside the control room, the crew is focused, their eyes glued to the instruments and screens. The periscope is raised and adjusted, giving the officers a clear view of the surrounding area. They know that one wrong move could expose them to enemy forces, but they trust in their training and their ship. The camera takes us above deck, where we see the sailors engaged in a rare moment of calm. With the immediate threat past, they take a brief respite, even attempting to fish off the side of the sub. It's a reminder that these men, despite the chaos of war, are still human, seeking comfort in the small joys that life at sea can offer. But the calm doesn't last long. The Barb's mission isn't over yet. The crew prepares to dock at an Allied harbor, where they'll resupply and regroup. The shoreline comes into view, dotted with Quonset huts and the ships of their fellow sailors. As they approach the dock, the men prepare the mooring lines, extending the gangplank and securing the submarine. It's a moment of brief relief before they head back out into the fray. Back at sea, the Barb is on the hunt once more. In the distance, another ship is spotted. The crew wastes no time, readying the torpedoes and aiming for a direct hit. The explosion that follows is massive, sending debris flying into the air as the ship is torn apart. The Barb's crew watches as the vessel sinks beneath the waves, another victory in their relentless campaign. During World War II, the island of Babelthuap was heavily fortified with over 21,000 Japanese soldiers and sailors. Although the island itself was bypassed by Allied forces, the shipping routes around the Caroline Islands were prime targets for submarines like the USS Barb. These routes were vital to the Japanese war effort, and disrupting them was crucial to weakening the enemy. The USS Barb, a Gato-class submarine, compiled one of the most outstanding records in the U.S. Navy. During her 7 war patrols, she sank 17 enemy vessels, including the Japanese aircraft carrier Unyo. The Barb's exploits didn't stop at sea. On her 12th and final patrol, she made history by landing a party of crew members on Japanese soil to blow up a train, the only ground combat operation on the Japanese home islands during the war. As we watch this incredible footage, we're reminded of the bravery and skill of the Barb's crew. These men faced incredible dangers and performed their duties with unwavering courage. Their actions played a crucial role in crippling the Japanese war machine and bringing the conflict closer to an end. This film is more than just a record of naval operations. It's a testament to the courage and determination of the men who served aboard the USS Barb. As the submarine cuts through the water, leaving destruction in its wake, we're left in awe of the sheer power and precision of this remarkable vessel. This is a story of heroes, of men who took the fight to the enemy and emerged victorious. The Barb's legacy lives on, not just in the annals of naval history, but in the very freedom we enjoy today. As we watch these final moments of the film, with the Barb cruising through the Pacific, we remember the sacrifices made by those who served, and the enduring spirit of the USS Barb. The film concludes, but the impact of what we've witnessed remains. The USS Barb was more than just a submarine. It was a symbol of American resilience and power during one of the most challenging periods in history. As the screen fades to black, we're reminded that the stories of these brave men are not just to be remembered, they are to be honored.